So I'm sure by now many of you have heard about the Aven card. This card has gained a lot of attention because of its low interest rate and high credit limit approvals. So in this video, we're going to do a full review of this card, talk about how it works, pros and cons, and lastly go over some important things you must know before applying for this card because it may not be the best fit for everyone. Now, Aven did reach out and ask me to review their card, which I agreed to as long as I was able to express my honest thoughts. So with that being said, let's dive right in. For those who aren't familiar, the Aven card is the first ever credit card backed by home equity. It combines the features of a traditional credit card with a Heloc. A Heloc is a home equity line of credit that allows homeowners to borrow money backed by the equity in their homes. Equity is the difference between how much your home is worth versus how much you owe, and lenders will usually let you borrow a percentage of your home's equity. A popular way to use a Heloc is for home improvements. Home improvements can increase the overall value of your home, so you can use your existing equity to build even more equity or on anything else you want. Now, some unique benefits of the Aven card include a low APR between 7.99% to 15.49%, which is lower than most credit cards on the market, as you can see on the screen. In fact, Aven guarantees that they're the lowest APR credit card you can find. If you can find one with a lower APR, they'll give you $25. Now, the fact that the Aven card is secured by home equity is the biggest reason why it's able to offer such low interest rates. Home equity is a very valuable asset and it gives lenders a lot of security in the event of a default. But the best part about the Aven card is that it has no annual fees, no opening or origination fees, no appraisal fee, no notary fee, and no prepayment penalty fee. You usually have to pay some fees when getting a Heloc, so you'll be able to save up to thousands of dollars in upfront costs. However, keep in mind that Aven charges a 2.5% fee on balance transfers and on cash outs to your bank account. So there aren't any fees for using the card, but there are fees if you want to make a balance transfer or take out cash. One other unique thing about this card is that it earns 2% unlimited cash back on all purchases if you enroll in autopay, or 1.5% cash back if you don't enroll in autopay. The cashback you earn also does not expire as long as your account is open and in good standing, and it will be credited to your account as points, which can only be redeemed for cashback in the form of a statement credit. On top of cashback, the Aven card offers credit limits up to $250,000. This is much higher than the typical credit limit for an unsecured credit card, which is usually around $3,500. In the case of this card, a high limit can be beneficial for homeowners in a number of ways. For example, if you need to remodel your home, you can use your credit card to pay for large purchases like appliances, materials, contractors, or anything else associated with a home remodel, and every time you use the card, you'll earn that 2% cash back, which is a nice bonus. A high credit limit can also be used to consolidate high interest credit card debt into a single loan with a lower rate. For example, if you have 3 credit cards with a high balance and an interest rate of, 25%, and you want to consolidate them to potentially pay them off easier and pay less interest, you can move them over to the Aven card and pay whatever low interest rate they approve you for. Having said that, remember that Aven charges a 2.5% balance transfer fee, so make sure to do the math to figure out if paying that fee makes sense for your situation. It's also important to note that high credit limits come with great responsibility. Borrowers should only use their Aven card limits responsibly and avoid overspending. That's why Aven tries to only approve you with a credit limit they believe you'll be able to repay. Anyway, some other ways you can use the Aven card are for everyday purchases, investments, emergency funds, a rainy day, or on anything else you want. And of course, if you don't use your line of credit, you don't have to pay anything back. Now, to qualify for the Aven card, you must be a homeowner and have a credit score of 640 or higher, but you're more likely to qualify with a credit score above a 700. Aven also makes it super easy to apply for their credit card in 3 easy steps. You first check your offer on their website by answering a few personal questions. By the way, checking your offer does not affect your credit score. So if you check your offer and don't want to move forward, there won't be any harm to your credit score. Second, you'll need to verify your income, which will happen automatically for most people. And third, you'll need to schedule a digital signing. Keep in mind that for this part, credit approval is required. Once you submit your signed documents, they will review them and process the loan. A traditional Heloc takes anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to close, whereas with Aven, you can close in as fast as 15 minutes. If the loan is approved, you'll then receive your card within a few days. So the entire sign-up process can be fully completed online from your phone or computer, which is very convenient. Now let's quickly go over the pros and cons of the Aven card, starting with the pros. The first pro is that the Aven card offers lower interest rates than pretty much all credit cards, which can save borrowers money on interest payments. The second pro is that it offers higher credit limits than most credit cards, which can be helpful for homeowners who need to finance large purchases or consolidate debt. The third pro is that the Aven card can be used for a variety of purposes, including home improvements, debt consolidation, emergency fund, or on anything else you need. The fourth pro is that they don't charge closing costs or any annoying fees to get the card, which can save people a lot of money. The fifth pro is that Aven offers a digital signing process, which is a convenient and secure way to complete the entire loan process versus the traditional Heloc process of appraisers, notaries, and trips to the bank. The sixth pro is that the Aven card earns up to 2% unlimited cash back. And the last pro is that Aven offers a pre-approval process which allows borrowers to see what credit limit they may be eligible for and what their estimated monthly payments would be more or less before they apply for a loan. This can help borrowers make an informed decision about whether or not to apply for the Aven card. Moving on to cons, the first one is that you must be a homeowner, which limits a lot of people who don't have a home from getting this product. The second con is that you need a credit score of 640 or higher to get approved. So if your credit score isn't around there, then you most likely won't get approved. However, this is a requirement they put in place to make sure that people who get the card make their payments. So you can view this as either a pro or a con. The third con is that the card has a variable rate. So although Aven offers a low interest rate, it can change based on the prime rate set by the government, which may be risky if rates are rising. There is, however, a way for you to lock in your rate, but you're going to have to pay an upfront fee. So you have to see if that makes sense for you. The fourth con is that there's a 2.5% fee on balance transfers and cash outs. So while they cover all other fees, these are fees to keep in mind if you plan on using this credit card this way. The fifth con is that the Aven card is not available in all states. So homeowners should check to see if the Aven card is available in their state before applying. And the last con is that the card is secured by home equity, which means if a borrower regularly defaults on their Aven card payments, they could be at risk of losing their home, just like with any other home equity product. This is one of the main things you should consider as a homeowner when getting this card because you're risking your entire home if you don't pay back what you borrowed. Now, Aven offers multiple payment plans, and they say they're not in the business of trying to take people's homes. Instead, their goal is to hit a zero default rate, which is why they offer multiple payment plans and safety to prevent people from getting into debt they can't pay back. For example, you can't use your Aven card to gamble in a casino or something similarly irresponsible. This prevents fraud and prevents you from using your funds for a risky purchase you may not be able to pay back. Aven also verifies your income to make sure you can actually pay whatever credit limit they approve you for. So between credit score, verifiable income, risky purchase restrictions, and various payment plans, Aven tries its best to only approve people who can keep up with their payments. But at the end of the day, using the card responsibly is your responsibility. Overall, the Aven card is a great option for homeowners who need access to credit but want to avoid the high interest rates and limited credit limits that are usually associated with credit cards. However, borrowers should carefully consider the potential risks, as with any financial product, before applying for the Aven card. Some important tips to keep in mind when using this or any card are to create a budget and monitor it so you don't overspend. Only use your card for purchases that you can afford to repay in full each month. Avoid carrying a balance on your card, as this will incur interest. And lastly, make all your credit card payments on time and in full so you don't get charged late fees or mess up your credit. All in all, the Aven card may be a great option for a lot of people. Just please make sure to weigh the pros and cons carefully, because just how it could be a good tool to tap into your home equity for home renovations or for whatever else you need, you also never want to create financial problems for yourself by borrowing money irresponsibly. Like I always say, if you're going to do this credit thing, do it right or don't do it at all. Also, be sure to compare it to other financial products to find the best option for your personal needs and budget so that you don't end up in a sticky situation. This goes for any credit card you apply for or line of credit you request from a lender. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Aven card, if you're a customer, or anything else you like to share really. And if you made it this far into the video, comment the word Aven so I know who my loyal besties are. Also, if you want to learn more about the Aven card and you're interested in limited time credit card and bank account offers or getting a free $40 after you spend $40 with Rakuten, plus earning a ton of cash back on popular stores, make sure to check out the links down in the description. As always, using those links is the best way to support the channel, so it's a win-win. By the way, we're getting closer and closer to 18,000 subscribers, and I honestly can't thank each and every one of you enough for all your love and support. You guys are truly amazing, and I can't wait to continue growing along your side. Once again, thank you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Okay, bye now.